Hey everybody, how's it going? Gnome here for another Knowmish School of Strategy. I think this is episode 7. Anyhow, we are in the age of the Luxus Arena, the Luxus Tournament. And with that being said, everybody needs 3 quality teams that synergize and do well together. As you can see, I have 3 teams, all with limitations, by the way, because there's band champions, there's rules for the different ones. Like for this, no one gets to use their ults. But instead, the faster they get energy, the more normal attack damage and attack speed they get. So you can turn Male, Water, and Sun in this mode to still a pretty awesome auto attacker, but it's just weird because, and it's fun. It kind of spices up the game a little bit, makes it fun. So what we'll kind of talk about is how to look at your roster, the champions that you have available to you at the different levels, and plug them in so that you have something feasible for the arena, for the tournament and for the Sails and Sabers. And more modes are coming down to multiple groups. And so lately I've been just in this weird team building phase. You can ask the people in the valley with me that I have hit them with every type of group. That's another thing. Developers, if any of you watch this, please put replays into the Valley of Conquest or Conquerors, Valley of whatever, VOC. Please put replays in there. Just like in Guild Conquest, it's really helpful so that you can analyze how your teams are doing. If someone attacks you, you don't know what happened. You don't know what fell through with your team. And so we could really build way stronger teams if we could see replays in that mode. So it shouldn't be that hard. Couldn't you do the same thing that you do for Guild Conquest? Anyhow, so I have built a few teams lately, and I have multiple teams. Like here's kind of what I'm going to with the release of the Shun clan, the Monkey Kings. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups that I've built from my possible champions, and just all of them viable. All of them do kind of different things, and I figure as part of the school today, we'll kind of go through some of. And I just built these today, so we will kind of go through and see what I'm trying to accomplish with some of them. Maybe highlight a couple champions, and then we can kind of do some testing in the I've put one of these groups, this group right here, the speed kill group. I've put them, oh wait, nope, not them, sorry. I've put the, oh goodness sake, yeah, this P4 Assassinate group. It's got the new monkey in it, and I put this group into the Dungeon Descent. And so you could see on level 24 Dungeon Descent how they do if you would like. So, my big old chunky fingers. Come on. There we go. All right. So, and like I said, there's some valleys and stuff, and I'll talk about some of these groups and kind of how I was thinking it through. So these first 4 teams here are with current champs that I can play with, that I get a result from. This is with champs that I'm aiming for, but they don't have the right traits to have team synergy. They excuse me, they don't have the right traits, or they aren't leveled high enough. You could see the new Monkey Clan. Mine is not leveled at all. They're level 400 each, so that's kind of lacking. You could see this. It's not the Spread the Web group anymore, but you could see that my timeout team has, a level 480 Esterir, It's got a 560 male choir, so they're kind of lacking. I'm trying to get my male hoe leveled back up in this group on my roster 11 there. So with this, we'll try a couple of these, what I hope to be future teams, because I want you to see some of the more of the monkey action in play. But also, we will kind of highlight some of these other teams that I have built that are functional right now. So first one is my crowd control group. I recently added Lionstone to it. I needed a tank, and I wanted my male Askavarg to be in another group. He would normally be in this group, and I have the Tide Razor, so technically I could put another DPS in here, but I figure I have okay DPS if I just had a little bit more. And so with the female Lionstone, I figure she'll add that nice boost that I need while also being defensive enough not to die right off the start of the battle. So, and we have the Malakuna. He will normally. Okay, let's talk about this a little bit. So to start the battle, female Limestone and female Tide are going to come here. I'm not sure if the enemy in the P3 position is going to attack the bear, but he might. And then the bear's active will kind of hit the P5 and the P3. The female Tide should either pull the P1 or the P3 in with her tidal wave, her active. And so we'll have a nice grouped up team here. And why that's important is Scarlet will be able to use her active effectively as a cone and hit that entire group right there. Male Acuna will use his and kind of send it like this, healing just about everybody except the... Maybe we should modify this team a little bit, actually. Like, if Phoenix is right here, she'll more likely get healed from male Acuna, and that's kind of what I'm aiming for here. So let's reposition. Let's put Tide Razor and then we kind of want to bring people more over here. Let's think about it real quick. So if male Acuna's kind of doing it like this, and we're bringing these enemies over here, might get missed. So let's go ahead and play it safe and swap positions with these two. Then Lionstone becomes kind of more of an off tank, which is helpful because then the female Tide Razor is the main tank, and she heals herself. And we got male Acuna healing her and Phoenix. And hopefully Lionstone works her way in. And then hopefully Big Polar Bear works his way in too. So this is kind of going to be how we have this team set up for now. Phoenix, then she won't be suppressed right there. The male Acuna will have suppression on him from the enemy male Water and Sun. And the bear, it doesn't really matter as much. I haven't really focused Guardian Stones on the bear strength. In fact, I'm going to take Brutal off of him. I want him to be more like a tank, because if people are attacking him, his clan trait makes it where they receive less healing. Very beneficial. Very, very beneficial. And then all this team stuns except the female Lionstone. So I might end up pulling her out since this team already has a tank. And some of the people I have available is I have the Silken Crown, the female, that I could put in there. Let me take a quick look. See, male Dawnbreaker might do better there, actually, because then I can bring him up here, put the male Dawnbreaker here. What about Phoenix here getting heals? Dawnbreaker here. And then, okay, I think I can do that. Because remember, as male Dawnbreaker enters the battle, he will kind of be delayed a little bit as he casts his ult. And that'll give the polar bear time to get up there in time for the female Tide Raiser to overtake him. And hopefully the male, or the Phoenix, isn't hit too bad. And then male Akuna's ult should go that way. So yeah, I think I like this a little bit more. And that gives them a little bit more damage that they need. It's single target damage instead of AoE damage, which they also need because they have a lot of AoE damage going on right there. And then that takes her out of the rotation. So, and female Lionstone is kind of variable. Her ult can make or break a game, but if she's controlled, she becomes worthless, and that whole spot was for nothing. With male Dawnbreaker, I get an ult right off at the very beginning, so that's really helpful. Also, considering I have Phoenix in the team, and so if between Dawnbreaker and male Akuna, we can get somebody down to 15% or less, we got a Phoenix execute pretty quick. And since she's in that P1 position, she has the ability to really rock it. So let's go ahead and go into my champions to show you what they have. So my Phoenix, she's got almost 2.5 or 4.5 million strength, which is really good. She has aggressive, which will feed her steadfast. She, of course, has the 22 sanguine, which she provides to the group. 22 pyromancer, which actually goes off of her strength, which aggressive helps over time. I don't have it maxed yet, working on it. My steadfast is only 18. She has all mythic gear, but only the sword is refined, but the sword is 15, so it's got 2 stones in it. And then she's got all of her skills maxed out. And if y'all remember what Phoenix does or has, as she does normal attacks or skills, they have a 5-second debuff on them, basically, that they get only 85% reduced healing. And then if they're lower than 15%, they'll be instantly executed. Her ult, she does a fire totem over her, and once per third of a second, it will randomly attack an enemy, dealing 300% of her strength to all enemies within a radius. So it's AoE. So by clumping enemies together with this team, you also get that AoE from her, which is really nice. If an enemy is killed by this ultimate skill, its remains will explode, dealing additional damage. So again, the more you clump the enemies together with this team, the better, including for this, which she sends out the Firebirds. She's immune to CC during that, and then they come back, they heal her, and they inflict a stun, which helps with the CC of this group, which is kind of what I'm going for. And then we got the male Akuna. He's got 4.5 million strength, 89 million. So you notice he's got honorable, like to keep him alive a little longer, because he's got the heals too. I got the aggressive again to help with his steadfast. His clan trait, harsh rhyme, basically prevents enemies from healing. So I have the Phoenix preventing people from healing. I have the male Akuna preventing people from healing. And I have the bear, whose clan trait prevents people from healing when they attack him. So all really good. His equipment, he's got some of my stronger mage equipment. He's got level 20 of the weapon and the chest and the boots. So he's got all those bonuses. Level 15 of the hat, all of them. Looks like with level 7 or 8 gems. So he's one of my stronger champs. You could see in the game too. So I've leveled everything but the final one, because all it does is, well, it helps, it scales with both things. The max constitution for the heal and the reduction of damage from ultimate skills. So that's really nice. I will level that, but I don't have enough orange books. I have his ult max, so when he becomes a Phoenix, deals 650% of the caster strength to everybody. Arctic Domain, so they can freeze when they use an active skill, or they use normal attacks, there's a chance. And that goes well with the bear's ultimate, which increases the duration of freezing. So that really helps. I also max the heal. It's heal. It reduces critical hits when in Phoenix form. It's the best part is it's immunity crowd control immunity. It gets through that. It busts. It can freeze anything. It's like a guaranteed freeze. So that's great against Mailwater and Sons. So the Dawnbreaker has about 4.5 million as well, about the same health. Vigor 45. Has really weak gear. Kind of working on the chest piece so I can get some more dodge going on. The runes look like levels 6s and 7s here. And his skills, the last one, so he does lose a little bit more energy per second for 8 seconds, but he's got the maximum ult, which does a huge 860% of her, see in the writing, strength. And the best part is whenever it procs, gives everybody 250 energy and 25% damage reduction, which is huge. And this reduces an enemy's total strength back to 75% of its total, starting total. And that lasts for 8 seconds. So that just, it gives you long enough to last. So if they happen to get off, say, Mailwater and Sun from all the CC, then hopefully the Mail Dawnbreaker's actives on them, so it's not doing too much to the team that they can't sustain it. Who else did we have in the team? Oh, Polar Bear. We haven't talked about him yet. So he's got about 3.1 million, and he does have Brutal right now, but I'll be taking that off of him, and probably Pure Heart. I'm going a different route with this guy, but his gear is really good. He's got 3 gems for the bonus in the armor, or for the chest piece at level 20, and most of his gems are level 7. There's some 6s and some 8s going on. So he's doing pretty well. I needed him to live a little longer. And so for him, since his active just goes with scales with strength, I don't really care about damage with him. He's not my main damage dealer in this group. I'm willing to sacrifice. So this one stayed at level 11. The ult definitely needed to be max, because then you get the durations increased by 60% for any like stuns or immobilizing. That's huge. And then the shiver, where they get damage increased by 40%, which is also huge. And I'm working towards that right now. I'm getting a little closer. I need about 60 to go. Orange Books. I need the Deep Sea Delve event back. I'm saving up. I need it. Oh yeah, and then we had Female Tide Raiser, the final one. 151 million health. Here's her traits. She's got Fearsome for a little bit of extra stun, a little bit of extra CC. She's got the Honorable, Energetic, and Demoralize. But with this team, I need to put some more buffs on them. I think maybe the Polar Bear has, maybe he has the hulking. No, he doesn't. So, this team needs a hulking. This team needs a cunning. I think it even needs a rapid shot too. So let's look at it again. Yeah, it's missing. It's just got the sanguine. It's missing a lot. Like, cunning is very important in this game. You need that cunning. So I'm going to have to redo traits on that team. But we could still give it kind of a little run. So we'll go to the next team. This is the one with the female Almat being severely underleveled. Doesn't have a tank in the team. 2 assassins that get into the back line and cause havoc. Female Selphos, just because she is literally the energy battery for Mailwater and Sun. And then female Alma, man, she does so well for my guildies. Like, and then get this, her active goes off all the time. So even if she hits one enemy with 2 beams. That's 2 charges for male water and sun. And like I said, it goes off all the time. So between female Amat and female Selphos, you don't really need anyone else to trigger male water and sun. That'll be all you need. And so with that, I got 2 backline damage dealers here. He should run up, attack, hit all 5 targets, and then land at like I think the one with the highest strength or something. And then he should run up, attack his target, then instantly split into 3 and cause havoc back there. Female Amat will be shooting her beam that should hit something like this. Hopefully hits a couple people. All of it triggering male water and sun. Female Selphos, her active, she'll stun 3 targets right off the bat, giving even more energy to male water and sun. And I put Fearsome on Male Bloom, but I don't think he'll really need it in this group. He's got Steadfast. Now, I'm going to have to get all the buffs on this group. I need a Rapid Shot. I think maybe the only thing that I do have is the female Selphos might have Hulking. Let's check. Female Selphos does have Hulking. She's got Steadfast and Brutal. She does so well with Brutal. She's got Honorable just because I felt even with her skill, her passive, where she shoots the ink and blinds them and it negates the attack. It's immune to 1 attack. It's not quite enough. It's not like female Ho who can negate 9 of them. Female Selphos needs a little bit more, and the Steadfast wasn't enough. Maybe if you have her Vigored up to 60 or higher, then you can move the Honorable and either get another group buff like Inspiring, or just get something that'll last. Well, I'm probably going to have to put something on her for Honorable, like, because I need the team buffs. Like, I need a Cunning in that team. Let's look again. I need a Cunning. I need a Sanguine. I need a Hulking. And I need a Rapid Shot, all for that team. And here's the problem is all of those champs on that team are kind of all-stars. So that makes this way harder for me. So I might take Brutal and Steadfast off female Selphos. That'll allow me maybe Energetic, and just to last longer, to go better against male SK, and I won't have that Steadfast anymore, which helps a ton. So I could put another maybe Rapid Shot on her. That would allow her to get more Enfeeblings, her clan trait, which reduces enemy strength that she hits with it. So maybe Rapid Shot on her. Female Almat, I really need to attack as fast as possible. So she needs an Agile. I don't even know. She needs to be leveled up is what she needs. But let's look what she has right now. So she has 2.5 million strength. She needs that 4 million strength so she can, because it caps her auto attack, which is insane. So right now she has Honorable, Fierce, Ambitious. Like, I haven't messed with her traits since before the nerf and everything like that, and before Bulko, honestly. She's already got her level 22 Brutal, so that's going to be helpful. And she's basically kind of the tank for my team. She needs to be able to stay alive until Mel Water and Sun starts pulsing. So I'll probably put a Steadfast, maybe an Aggressive, and then an Agile. I think she might not be my buffer. I might need her because she does more damage than male Bloom. She does more damage than I think the male Corbett, and she's only level 520, and she doesn't even have the right traits on her. She is probably one of the strongest single target, actually and multi-target. She uses her active so much. I feel she uses her active more than most other champs. And on top of that, Bulko actually helps her. because you don't need her ult until everyone else is ulting, because then you're protected. If you ult early with her, it stops her auto attacks, and you want her auto attacks because they do so much damage. And if she's got higher energy than the enemy she's fighting, she swings so fast. It blows me away. In fact, I've really contemplated putting female Almont with the male polar bear, because then the increased duration for immobilizes will affect her from his ult, and that'll affect her active, which is going off all the time. Um, yeah, I've thought about that. And then also, she just offers more defense. When she does ult, it protects you against the male water and sun, which is normally what's going to kill your team when the ults are going off. So as long as you have a cunning somewhere on your team, um, she should go off probably before the enemies, most likely. And also, she's the main tank, so she's taking the brunt of it. Unless she's against a wood scourge or someone reducing her energy, she should ult pretty soon. And don't forget, you have your male water and sun, so he should be pulsing. I've taken the pure heart off of him. I'm debating about putting it back on, because anytime male water and sun is pulsing quicker, even if it's at a minute and 52 seconds. It's one more second than the enemy has, and sometimes that's all you really need in this game right now. So I've debated about putting Pure Heart back on it, but so we have to decide how we're going to approach this team. We need our group buffs, because we get Male Corbett's passive buffed, which adds damage and crit. We need Sanguine, which adds damage over time. Everybody needs that. We need Hulking. Female Selphos has Hulking right now, so that's strength, and then more strength over time. We're gonna need a Cunning, that's for sure, and then we're gonna need a Rapid Shot. So I'm thinking maybe the Rapid Shot potentially going on the female Almat instead of the Agile. And then she'll get the benefits of a level 22 Rapid Shot, but then she'll also provide it for the team, which everyone kind of needs it. The male Bloom needs it, male Corbett needs attack speed, female Selphos needs attack speed, and male Water and Sun needs it, especially if we end up putting Pure Heart back on him. So there's a lot of changes I got to make to that team. One of them needs Cunning. I might put that on the male Bloom or something like that. Because right now I think male Bloom is all offensive. He's got Steadfast. So does male Corbett. So does female Selphos. I think everyone has Steadfast except the female Almat, which I want Steadfast on her. She's going to be heavily strength-based, so that's important. So let's give a quick look to my male Water and Sun. And we'll get into some battles. We'll go do some Valley ones. I think I have enough energy saved up. So for him, I went pure offensive with the only defense being Steadfast. It seems to be working pretty well. I think I will get rid of Fierce in favor of Pure Heart, because Fierce doesn't affect the heal, and Aggressive does. And Aggressive helps with the Steadfast. It's just, I think it's a win all around with Aggressive instead of Fierce for male Water and Sun. So I think that's what I'll end up doing. Male Corbett, he's awesome. I have the Agile just so it triggers his passive more. He's got an Honorable so he could survive with the Steadfast in the back line. And of course, Brutal. I might end up putting Cunning back on him and just letting him use the Rapid Shot instead of Agile. So we'll get that Cunning in, and then keeping those defensive abilities. He seems to last way longer into the match, which I like that, because he's good to shut down a male Water and Sun even 20 or 30 seconds into a match. Who else do we got? Male Bloom. So he hasn't been updated in a while either. He's got the Steadfast. That's really good. He's got the Agile, which is Nothing he has is dependent on agile, so I'll be taking that off of him probably. He's not my main damage dealer, so I'll probably be taking fierce off of him too. Like, where does he needs, I guess, strength here because he's got some life steal. He gets some attack speed too. That's a dodge. It's a good defensive ability for him. And then the phantoms, which don't get anything from him. So if he does have an enfeebling, he doesn't get anything from that. So potential chance I change him oddly defensive. So I'd give him. I would take steadfast and brutal both off of him. Take the brutal away. He's not going to kill anything with his ult, I don't think, if you take brutal away. So you might as well not focus on energetic. So I would give him honorable. So let's just say we wipe his slate clean. I'd give him maybe honorable, cunning. Okay, I could actually keep a couple of these on him actually. So we'll go with brutal because that helps. Brutal and steadfast, and then honorable and cunning. I think that will be his build. Or another thing is we could make him more just utility based. If that's the case, it would be honorable, cunning, fearsome for the stun. And when he's attacking really fast, I've seen him stun a lot with that. And then keeping the agile on him to complement, or maybe putting the rapid shot on him. So he would have cunning and rapid shot to go along with fearsome and honorable. Then he would be utility. Attack really fast, try to stun people. Every stun he would land with that would boost Male Water and Sun and just kind of gain a little control. Or you could put enfeebling on him, which should pump your Male Water and Sun every time he hits, which is more guaranteed water and sun charges. That's if your Male Water and Sun isn't getting enough energy. But between the female Selphos and the what else does he have on there that's charging him up? Oh, and the female Amat, he should be completely fine. You know, another option you could do is female Gultong instead of male Bloom, and she would add an element of that energy drain that would also go well with female Amat's ult, which adds 60 to each time she would be energy draining, which would be amazing. So maybe whenever a female Amat gets to level 700, we'll experiment with that a little bit. So there's a couple teams, and then here's the last team I'll talk about because we'll be doing this in Dungeon Descent. It's the P4 Assassinate team. That's actually not what it is right now, but that's okay. And we'll be kind of talking about that. I want you to see the male monkey, some synergy with the male Corbett. It's fantastic. With the Romulus adds just extra damage. And with this, the male monkey is almost permanently in his ult. And so he is just slamming, retaliating. It's really cool. I'll show you what we got there. All right. So with that, let's start that. I want to show you my Guardian Stones again real quick. I've got a lot into Mage. I've got a lot into Bloodcraft, mostly damage reduction, dodge, and strength, and some con. Because I don't have a lot of masks that give con, so I need it here in the Guardian Stones. I've got a lot of hit going on. My warrior and tank do not have strength, but maybe I'll get those for the warrior. I'll have to once female Alma gets level 700. That's going to be really important. So let's test out one of the teams here. Let's kind of see what we're talking about a little bit. So here's the team we're testing. I'll explain it in just a second, but first I'm going to run this so I can maybe show you how long the monkey, or if he stays in his ult, how much it reposts for him. So she's got him full energy. He did his active there. All right, his ult begins, slams. So he's getting the double damage from the normal attacks. There's his active. Okay, it just pushed, and he slammed again. See, he stays permanently in his ult. Whenever you have female Ho with him, she keeps giving him energy, and he keeps just slamming that fist. And so, get ready. In this team, he's going to be unstoppable later, especially with the damage from Romulus. And the best part is the male Askavarg gets all the enemies all bunched up, so the whole time you're just demolishing them. So let's bring the whole team back in. Male Askavarg in the middle, just to get everybody up. We want everybody attacking as soon as possible. Male Corbett's in the front. I would put him in the back for the high-spirited from the female Ho, but I just want him to attack and use his active as soon as possible. So let me explain a couple of these things. Male Askavarg will go streaming straight in. His aura just barely doesn't hit the back row, which is a bummer, but he hits all three of them, and I think it's 7% a pop, so that's 21% extra con he'll get from those three. Now, if you kill any of these quick enough, he'll still have his aura duration, so he'll take another couple steps and hit them as well. But so let's go ahead and do this. He'll come forward, collect them. Male Corbett will come up, attack him once or twice, and then do the bounce to each person, finally winding up and attacking the strongest. And then the monkey will run up, hopefully get a couple times 2 damage attacks, because also remember, she throws her passive really quick. She throws it on him really quick, and so that gives attack speed, that gives energy, and it gives a heal. And so with him being lower level and with him being in the P1 position, it just helps him stay alive enough to be able to do his ult. So he runs up, attacks times 2, then he uses his active, which is broken. It doesn't go to the weakest enemy. Maybe it means the weakest enemy at the end of the cudgel, but he does his cudgel here, and then either winds up right here or behind her, one of the two. So monkey's in here, Askavarg's right here, male Corbett is gone around to everybody, probably landed about right here. Romulus moves up a little bit, takes position, and then uses his active on the entire enemy team. And if you saw my Romulus video, you know that his active is probably my favorite part about him. It is so strong. It does so much, and it's 3 seconds long. And I think while it's going off, they take amplified damage as well. So it's sick. And normally that's going off about the same time male Corbett is hitting them all with a attack. So that's really nice. And then female Ho, like I said, she throws the passive. She'll normally stop a male Water and Sun from using his first ult with her active, so that's pretty nice. We'll put an X through that. And then, like I said, Romulus uses his active. If they have any back row enemies that come in here, Romulus has the potential to use his ult and fear them. So that's nice because it keeps any of those back row champions kind of occupied for a little bit. Yeah, and the point is here, when the monkey gets to use his ult, you saw, I just showed you a little clip that he will keep it permanently. Unless his energy is being drained, he will have that ult out. So anytime someone uses crowd control on him, he becomes immune to it. The person who tries to crowd control him takes damage, a lot of damage, and he has a 1.5 second timer, which is nothing. It's like a blink of an eye. So if 2 people use crowd control at the same time, he won't do it. But I think if a male Corbett uses his ult on him, I think maybe he might be able to use it twice because the delay between there, or maybe it's a second delay, I forget. Either way, this group is super awesome. So let's see them against this boss real quick. I'll turn it on times 1 so you can kind of get a better idea how this is going to go. But they're going to demolish. My guys, so she starts off with her ult. You can see the Askavarg ran right in. The Monkey King with his active kind of jumps forward. The Romulus active killed everybody, but there's the male Corbett ult. And so if there would have been a male Water and Sun hanging out in the back there, that would have got him. And we'll use this team hopefully in Valley if we don't have too stiff of opponents. So check out the damage. Romulus is always number one. But look at that Monkey King damage. It's almost there with the male Corbett. And look at, there's a 300 level discrepancy. All I'm saying is imagine when this monkey is level 700, he is just going to wipe through the enemy team. It's going to be marvelous. And he's not going to be able to be crowd controlled because he's got his ult going. So I don't know if I want to do pure heart or not, but maybe. So let's do another example so you guys can see it again. So monkey's going to go up. And he's going to use his ult really quick right here. So, boom. First, he uses active. Then the palm comes down. Uses his ult. He's almost full energy already again. He's just getting healed from her passive. So, he does his active again. There's the hand again. And then if anyone tries to crowd control him, it's going to shoot back at them. And then he's going to be immune from that crowd control. But it seems like none of them are going to crowd control him. So, we're not going to be able to see that. It's way different in PvP because, like, everyone's crowd controlling. So his hand is, like, shooting back all the time. We'll be able to see it. Let's go try to do a little bit right now. We'll do a little arena first with it since we've been kind of building and talking about this team. And it is really fun. I already warned everybody on my server, hey, I'm going to be attacking you again. So let's check out Zephide. This is another group I was trying here. And we are trying out which roster? Looks like this one right here. Yep, that's what we got. So we'll see how the male does. Normally if a male Water and Sun goes off, the monkey's just going to die from all the damage that he's taken. Oh, we're in. Male Askavarg takes everybody in. Male Corbett should use his active. There it goes. Oh, their male Water and Sun's already down. And so there's the monkey ult, but he's getting low in the Scarlet's probably going to kill him, especially with female Lionstone. Yep, he went down quick. He just doesn't have the... there comes the male Corbett, getting that silence and stun, while Romulus is just in the back row constantly doing all this damage. So Romulus is a creeper in there. You never see it. Look at his damage. He does an insane amount of damage. Sorry, Zephide. Thank you for the fight, though. I don't think you have Bolko, so that really made a big difference. Steph, we could go against her, but I might have to punch down a little bit since I don't have my male Water and Sun. All right. Ezra, sorry, I got to hit you once because you got a really strong team. You're most likely going to win. But look, you got the monkey in there, too. This is good. Let's monkey around a little bit. So both male Askavargs go in. That changes this a lot. The monkey just uses my monkey uses active, but he went back to my back row. My male Askavarg is kind of keeping them busy while their Phoenix is going to lob fireballs into my team right now. All the ults are all going off at the same time, including the monkey hand. It just went off, but he's getting bombed right now. He might die. Oh, nope. Female Ho came in to save the day. They have... their male Water and Sun's pulsing. That might mean my monkey might die. Oh, he did the hand slap. He's like, not today. Not today. Oh, he died anyways. There's the male Corbett again finishing up. Let's look at the damage here. Good job, Ezra. Again, sorry about killing you. Look at the monkey. Very low because he died early. But he beat male Askavarg. That's nice. Male Corbett was the shining light in that battle right there. So let's do... Well, let's try Vruma. Vruma's really good. I am punching down, but I don't have a male Water and Sun, so I kind of consider that to be slightly even. So there's the charge again. Male Corbett's going to use his active. Monkey's going to use his active and get there to the middle of the match. Oh, and Monkey already put the smack down. right there on the female Selphos. Male Corbett's going to take off, preventing the male Water and Sun from casting, which is helpful. There goes the monkey's active, and then the monkey should ult again with another. Oh, there's the pulses. This could be the end for me. Fruma's got a really strong male Water and Sun. Oh, there comes my male Corbett to the rescue. Romulus just feared the other. Oh, look at that damage, too, on that enemy male Corbett. Wow. Romulus was like, no, thank you. You are not coming back here. See, that's the cool part about having Romulus on your team. Good job, Bruma. Your team's really powerful. Sorry, I overwhelmed you in that one, but I'm just making this video. Athena. Sorry, I gotta hit you again, Athena. You have a really good team. I appreciate you. It's all for the video. It's all for science. All right. Escobar again. Corbett active. Romulus was stopped. Oh, sorry. That just went. That was very one-sided. Sorry, Athena. I think that's just the pure difference in where we're at right now. My power's a little lower right now because I got the monkey in there, but sorry, that wasn't fair. Orpheus, coming at you. Orpheus has got an awesome team. He's got the male polar bear, so his stuns are all going to be increased if that polar bear gets the ult off. Corbett in. There goes the monkey. He just used his active, and he got healed, but he's also taken heavy damage. Oh, the Romulus hit did an insane amount of damage. See, I swear. It's really powerful. So think of this monkey, like always using his ultimate, always doing tons of damage, and he had that. There's the protection from the CC. Did you see it go off? It attacked. It did a kind of a line. All right, we'll attack you, Steph. Bring it. I'm punching up, but I'm gonna see if it'll work. See, here's that female Almont that I like so much. This is so cool right here. Everyone goes charging in. Romulus is hitting 2 targets with the bounce. Oh, look at. Oh, what do we got here? Someone got taken out really quick with the Romulus. Oh, here goes the male Water and Sun and the enemy. Okay, my male Corbett might be able to salvage this. And the monkey's still up. The monkey just used the active. Okay, he's keeping his ult. Oh, he just smacked down Wood Scourge. But their male Water and Sun is pulsing right now. My Askavarg potentially. Oh, my team gets locked down. Oh, the monkey's about dead. Oh man, this is where I crumble right here. The male Water and Sun just demolishing my team. My Romulus feared male Corbett finally stopping male Water and Sun. Look at this, the damage bouncing. I don't think it's going to be enough though. Like their Water and Sun gets pulsing again. Oh, and everybody gets held. No, Steph, you're evil. And my male Corbett can't take out both of them right now. It's not going to happen. Like, even if he stops male Water and Sun here for a second, look. Oh, goodness. This is too many dodges. Too many. Oh, there's my Steadfast going off. Preventing a little bit of damage. And then the male Water and Sun pulsing again. There's another Steadfast. Too good. Come on, use your ult. Here we go. What do we got? Oh, stopped him. Oh, and the Steadfast again. People who don't like Steadfast are crazy. Like any champ that's a damage dealer that has high strength, you got to put a Steadfast on him. Heck, I even have Steadfast on my male Lume because he heavily relies so much on that. Good job, Steph. You defeated me wholesomely. I thought I had you there for a second, but it kind of got away from me. Yeah, here's a little punch down, but we'll fight my friend here. Viagri, good luck. But he's got a high level Soul Reaper, which might be my weakness, it seems like. Alright, Askavar again. Corbett's gonna go. There's the Romulus active, which basically killed half the team. See, but is that male Water and Sun and Scarlet gonna get off? There's a Corbett maybe finishing off that male Water and Sun. Nice. See, Scarlet killed my monkey. That's the monkey can't do much against just pure damage, and that's what Scarlet is, just pure damage. Everyone's ganging up on the female Ho, and good fight. Good fight, my friend. Thanks for being in my video. I've already done Orpheus. We'll do Ors. Ors has got one of those underrated teams. And look, he uses the male bloom. I'm really happy to see that. He or she, I don't know what. So there goes Romulus as active, which didn't. Oh, wait, yep, it did a lot. It killed the male water and sun by itself. Oh, actually, that with the monkey. I'm starting to think Romulus being in the P4 position combined with the monkeys active might be enough damage to just bring some people. Whoa, Ors, you are rocking me. You've taken out two of my main people here. My Romulus just took out oh, there's that Scarlet ult. Ouch. My Askavarg's down. Let's see. Oh no, I don't think I have enough. There's the Goltung shield. Oh, the male Corbett comes down and finishes. Oh, there's the fear. Female Selphos is just wailing on him right now, though. And now she's got more hit and she's got more strength. But it looks like between my two, she's not going to make it. Wow. Ors, that was a solid fight. That was good. Let's look. Look at that female Selphos damage. So, I know she lasted towards the end, but she did very well. And the male bloom. I got to get my male bloom doing that. So my monkey needs to be severely leveled. But those were some fun fights. Now let's give Steph another battle. And let's use the team that I was currently working on with the male water and sun, with the female Almat right here. Let's give it a shot. It's probably a little closer. Yep, I'm punching up a little bit, but let's see what we can do. So this is potentially a current team once I get the traits fixed. And so let's see the back row people go in. There goes Mel Bloom and the male Corbett, both of them going into the back row, just tag teaming that male water and sun. Though, oh, there goes my female Amat ult. I think it went off. Yeah, so everyone's a little protected if their male water and sun goes off, but it's not going to be enough because the Soul Reaper just executed the female Amat. Oh, no, she's still in. She got healed. Oh, because the Soul Keeper went to mess with somebody else. Okay, their female Amat used the ult. So it's a battle of the water and suns right now with us getting held down. Oh, my female Amat died. Too low level. Especially with that Soul Reaper going off right now. And their female Amat seems to really protect against my water and sun really well. And then okay, I might get the kill on their water and sun. Nope, wasn't enough. I need that male Corbett to kind of stop them. My people aren't getting healed because the Soul Reaper's right in there. But, oh, if they could just stop the male water and sun, then I think that would give me enough time to kill the Soul Reaper, but it might not happen. Uh-oh. This is starting to take a turn for the worse. My male Corbett's about to get assassinated. Not yet. Oh, he got healed because he used his active. That was so good. Now imagine if my female Almat was level 700. She would just go to town. I think she would have plowed. Like, I've had a male Soul Reaper against a female Almat, and it just gets torn down so fast. It's unbelievable. Okay, punching down towards the guild leader a little bit, but this team looks pretty ferocious. I'm excited to give this a shot, and yeah, we'll keep my lineup as it is. I would change it, but it's okay. If we could kill that female Lionstone really quick. So both of us have Bolko. Look at my female Amat, stunning so many people, basically filling up my male water and sun's energy instantly. So there's the female Amat ult, helping us hopefully protect in case they get a ton of ults off right here. It just helps protect us a little bit more. Like, look at that Scarlet. Almost was rendered just nullified from the female Alma ult. So good. Let's look at the damage here. I'm curious. Look at the female Almat. She's right there with male Corbett. She's right there, like I said, male Bloom. He's not. He's more of a utility champ now. He just doesn't do the damage that a lot of other assassins do. So we need to keep that in mind. That was an awesome fight. Oh, Johnny Slow's up. Johnny, I'm gonna hit you. So Johnny Slow's team, highly underrated. Like, this team is way more powerful than what you would think. It should be like 180 million or something. Like, no way. So my female Alma on that Lion's Stone might be able to kill her real quick. All of my assassins went into the back line, turned them all around, so I got the Lion's Stone one-on-one. Here comes the female Almat's ult, and then the male Water and Sun's ult, just like before. So we got protection, even though they're pulsing as well. Okay, my male Corbett's going up to hopefully end their assault here. My female Almat's still alive somehow, and just put her ult back up. That's amazing. My Corbett just silenced them, and that allowed my male Water and Sun to keep pulsing. Good job, Johnny. Let's see. Wow. So most of my people's damage is pretty similar, other than just my male Water and Sun taking the cake in this case. So we've already fought. Let's fight Pamyar. This is a huge punch up. Look at it. 161 million versus 226. Most likely with the Soul Keeper, will kill me. But let's give it a try. Let's see what happens. Pamyar is a really good player. Great team. So male Corbett needs to get in that back line ASAP. Okay, Almat just stunned everybody nicely. Everyone's in the back line right now, and my people are full life. So, there goes the Soul Reaper. So now it's just going to eat my whole team right now. So I think I'm just gonna get eaten alive. Good job, Pamyar. I didn't think I was gonna have an option or a chance, but maybe if I had some more crowd control. And then here's Supia, our PvP lead, our boss of PvP, gonna give you a shot. I am punching down a little bit, but Supia has an underrated team. Thing is, I have my male Water and Sun, so really it's not fair for me to punch down at all. But here's another Soul Keeper. We'll see what happens. All my people are in the back line. My female Almat is just chunking away. Female Lion's Stone going off, though. My female Almat's getting her ult off, thank goodness. Hopefully it's going to be enough for us to withstand. Okay, my backlinesmen were able to kill the male Water and Sun, so that just leaves us the Soul Keeper, and then the female Lion's Stone goes down. Good job, Soup. Let's check. There it is. See that female Almat damage? Imagine if she's level 700. I think she's just going to tear people apart. And here's another potential. Putting her with the male Esterier, keeping her in the P1 position, male Esterier will put an immunity on her. And really, that's her only, like, if you keep her from being crowd controlled, that's her main weakness. She becomes immortal, like, because she heals when she attacks. So your male Esterier's ult takes all the damage and gives her immune to crowd control for 7 seconds. And imagine him putting that on her and keeping her immune and her healing from her auto attacks. Like, I don't think anyone could beat that combo. So that's something I'm going to pursue in the future whenever I get my Esterier up there. So let's go into Valley real quick. Ooh, we're getting demolished. I got this guy Wolfgang that's always AFK every game, and we got him on our team of just worthless. But we're also against some really good teams here. So let's see who we can potentially battle. Purple here. Who do they got? 2 people. Smoke One. He's one of the toughest people here. I could take that Shadow 13, I know. Or that Team 2 or whatever. Let's see if they have anybody out here. Oh. There's Shadow 13's main team, which I can't take. Let's see. Do we got anything here? Yeah, this is we're kind of boxed in a little bit. Oh, spare bombette. There we go. I can take that. So we're gonna just go ahead and load up on some energy since we have a path here. So I am not going to Shadow 13. I'm going right here. This should be a guaranteed win. Oh, let's actually use the groups that we've been talking about. So we'll go ahead and give this one a shot. Oops, it's in another group. All right. There we go. I wanted this low energy one first because the other ones are maxed out. So then I can move later with the maxed out group. So here we go. Let's try this team again. So another option for this team that I've been trying to wrap my head around that would cause just as much confusion would be something like this. But I'd probably put female spider over here. So as she pulls people in with her active, it's a higher chance for female Almat to hit them with the stun. And it'll bring them closer to female Selphos, so she'll hit them with the ink. Yeah, let's try this team. We'll see how it does. Alright, so I like the male Bloom, and I like the havoc that he does in the back field, the back row. But female Spider does more damage. Her passive is incredible. All the spider webs that she creates, it's really nice. So here we go. Female Amat wailing on the female Galabar right now. Male Corbett goes into their back line. Female Spider pools, spreads web everywhere. So now people can potentially... Okay, there's the female Amat's ult to protect us. And they just Corbetted to interrupt my male Water and Sun. So hopefully we can get a heal. Okay, good. My female Amat got healed up before we won. So going into the next battle, we'll actually have a healed up frontliner, which is kind of our tank a little bit. So we're going to come over here, I think, Smoke 1 and Shadow 13 are both really strong players. And look, they have all the shrine buffs too. So let's see if there's anything we can do to maybe even the odds a little bit. And then we'll give them a shot. Because they just out-damage me altogether. It's kind of crazy. Alright, so we have a straight line path here. They have, I think, all of them unoccupied. Yeah, so I'm just going to send one of my teams in there. Come on. Laggy, laggy. Alright, I'll go ahead and send this team in there. I think I decided on that. Let's look. Oh. No, we're going completely different with what we have available. Yeah, this will be nice. I would like to fight someone with this group because we talked about it, but it looks like we're not... Or maybe... Hold on. So one of the other groups that we have is... Oh, the speed kill group. And you kind of saw that in action a little bit. So let's bring the speed kill group up. Actually, this one's a little different than the one you saw. But so we'll go ahead and use it to hold these down. And we can use the other teams to actually get some battles in. Yeah, here we go. Not like it matters. We're almost done with this one, so we pretty much we're stuck in third place. But I can get a few shots for the video. That'll be fun. Oops. Alright, so what do we got over here?. We own that gate. Okay, so I'm gonna first try going in with my my male water and sun team here, because we got some energy. We're 162 million, so we are punching up, and this player is a really good team. So, and remember, we don't have the proper traits on, but we'll see how we do. We'll most likely lose, by the way. He's got a really strong team, and a red Corbett, which is really cool. All right, my Corbett goes in the back row. His Corbett goes into the back row. My female Almat. Oh my God, look at her go. She might kill that Lionstone. And there goes my male water and sun. Oh my goodness. Are we going to win this match without losing anyone? This is like one of the strongest players here. Oh my goodness. And look, we're all fully healed. This is perfect. So we should kill this next one pretty easily. Oh, female Alma is just so strong. Look at her stun. She charges up male water and sun almost by herself. And did you see that? The spider just pulled the male hoe. He couldn't do anything. He's like, please let me go. I just want to be free. And then he got smashed. I think it even says that in her active. She smashes them once she pulls them in. Okay, so that was a great kill there. We had some fun. How much do I have left? Maybe I'll go after Shadow 13 if we can get some more in here. So let's see what we got over here, because I might want to just, oh, that's the people we just took out. And we'll leave them there because they're essentially blocking yellow from the mid, which could potentially be helpful. So let's look at red. Let's see what kind of obstacles and people we got to defeat to get to red here. Oh man, there's nothing. All right, let's look up at, oh, they're good. This will be good. I don't really want to help yellow with purple here, but I could come in and attack Mad Dog. Mad Dog's an awesome player. We like match up every time, and we like never on the same team. And then maybe if I come through here, maybe I can clear this. Oh, that's what I want. That's what I want. And I did want to do it with this other team, but I'm probably going to have to do this one with my primary team. Hopefully we can get a chance to try out the other team in another way. Oops, sorry. I need to go back in. So I'm going to take my main team with that female Almat. Actually, I won't. I'll take the other team. We'll see if we can accomplish anything. That was the whole point of this, really, right? So maybe we can do both, the best of both worlds here. Nah, we'll just do what I agreed to do. So this would be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Would be one short. Oh, I really want to do that female Alma more. Okay, let's do it again real quick. I can come here and fight Shadow 13. Because this is another player like I lose to most of the time. Granted, I do have a little energy ramped up. But let's see if my team can do this. Okay, look at this. Pulling the male water and sun, spreading the web everywhere. The male blooms back on my male water and sun, but oh nice, my female Amat got some protection from ults going on. My male water and sun's pulsing. I hope it's going to be enough. Wow, and I'm full health. This is like the best team I've made in a long time. All these people were destroying my teams earlier whenever I was like practicing on them. Oh wow, that's really good. Hey, Spare Bombette's there. Come attack me. I'd love that. Oh, she retook the middle. That's annoying. Oh, come on. Let me make my video, why don't you? Come on. But with that being said, maybe we should give her a test run with my other team. If she wants to come in and be a party pooper, we're going to go and give her a nice warm welcome. She might have energy saved up. If she does, this could be a lopsided match. Nope. I'm punching up by about 50 million. So, okay, nice. Their water and sun is right there with us inside. All right. There's the Akuna heal and stun. But, oh, is there male water and sun going off? What just did all that damage to my Phoenix? Oh, man, I feel like we focused the female hoe too much, and it ended up costing us this match. And maybe the fact that they're way higher level, too. But I feel like my other team might have been able to do well against this team, I think. Jeez, male Acuna, you're a monster. Look at that guy go. Look at that guy go. All right. Good job, Spare Bombette. You did well. Let's look here. Male Acuna, followed by Mel Dawn, and then Phoenix died pretty early, so that's why she didn't get anything in there. This is a bummer. I'm kind of being experimental with that one. So, that team's right here. Let's see. I wish that she would attack me here since she's got her team all ramped up. My team's ramped up, her team's ramped up. Let's bring it. And that's a team that's kind of way lower level than her too. So she might be waiting for the timer there. She might be trying to come over and say hello. That would be great. And see, that's another reason why we need replays, so that if she did attack me and I won, I could figure out like what went well, what didn't go well, kind of thing. And then let's see, maybe we can do another team potentially. I have my timeout team, which isn't ready yet. It needs some levels. It's this one right here. Yeah, it's a fun one. Resurrection back and forth. I just got a mythic dutiful I can put on one of them. It's going to be a lot of fun. Alright, that's about all we can do right now, but that was fun. What else can we accomplish? We don't have the guild conquest. Okay, let's see if the Luxus tournament, if any of the teams are similar that I'm running. Because remember, there's that no one can use their ult, so my teams might be a little... Oh, win rate 20%. Ouch, you are dying hard up there. So, there's my rosters. Might be able to change that up a little bit more. Maybe with the middle group instead of the male Dawnbreaker, I could put the... maybe a little bit more damage. Wonder if I did go with that monkey, if they would do okay. And that would allow me to use male Dawnbreaker in another team, which would be kind of helpful. Maybe instead of the spider down on my bottom team. So let's talk about female Almat a little bit more. Like I really was excited about that. She did so well. So look at her traits. I told you she's got all the wrong stuff. There's her gear. It all is refined, and she's got some level 6 gems in it. And she's got all level 11 abilities. So let's read through these real quick. Her passive. Each normal attack deals additional damage equal to 12.6% of the target's max health, capped at 1,500% of the caster's strength. So times 15. Right now she's at like 2.5. So just 2 times 15 is 30 million. And then half of that is about 37.5 million each attack. But so really the limiting factor isn't the strength, it's more the enemy's max health that's going to limit it, because she's just doing only 12.6 instead of, I think the final one is like 15% per max health. Let's see. Let's see under the renown. Such a good champ. I think she's highly underrated. I think people see her and they don't know how to properly use her. And so they have her. But any attack that's max health, like the monkey's attacks, are worth their weight in gold, really. So let's go back to the passive. So each attack deals additional damage equals 16% of the target's max health. Captive. So that's really nice. But think of it. If they have 100 million, you're doing 16 million. Now, if they have 200 million, you're doing 32 million. Well, we just said, even with her having like 2.5 million strength, she can go up to 37.5 million or something. So what does that say? It's limited by the enemy's max health, not really by the caster strength. But I guess if you're going against a whale who has a champ that has 300 million health or something, she can probably melt through him like butter, which would be great because that just allows you to play way tougher opponents. And keep that in mind when you're wanting to do the Lexus tournament or anything like that. And look at here. That damage that's done, it restores the con by 80% of the additional damage dealt. So if you do 32 million, well, let's be realistic. 16 million. 80% of that is, 16. It's probably gonna be like 14 point something million. So like that's a huge heal. Whenever you only have about 100 million health, that's almost like 20% or 15-20% of your max health every hit. And then look at this. Increases normal attack speed by 100% if the target's current energy is lower than the caster's. That's why I originally had ambitious on her, but it didn't kind of work as I wanted it to. It's better to just have agile, so she's attacking faster and getting the energy up higher. And then she gets the 100% normal attack speed boost as well. So then she's like a cannon. Each one doing that max health damage. It's so insane. And so with that, it's one of the reasons why Furious Thunderbolt would be really good on her. Fierce is good on her because it amplifies her total damage, which is part of this. And you don't need her strength because we already talked about that strength cap. So Fierce is really good on her. Lionheart would be really potentially good on her as well. Her active fires 2 successive death rays to attack enemies in front. The first death ray deals damage equal to 200% of the caster's strength, inflicts stun for 1 second, and removes 120 energy from the targets that it hits. That's really awesome because it then kind of keeps her above them. And if her ult's on her and it's maxed out, she gets an additional 60 energy removed. So that would be 180 energy removed from every target that ray hits. It could hit up to the whole team. So not only is that a ton of damage, it'd be 5 times 200, so 1,000, which is awesome for a warrior there. That's only half of it, not to mention the stun. The second death rate deals damage equal to 250% of cast strength, so more damage. Inflicts stun again for 1 second and removes 120 energy from the targets and reduces their damage dealt by 25%. So, and she uses this all the time. So there's the multiple stuns. That's all feeding Mailwater and Sun's passive. There's just stunning them and the CC from that. It's removing their energy. Maybe that stops them. Did you notice the fights we had? Nobody in that team had cunning, level 22. So that almost guarantees that my ults will go off before theirs. So I'm really debating also about dropping the male bloom and adding female lionstone, because a combination between female Amat and female lionstone, I think that would almost guarantee that I get the first of it. Maybe we could test that. And then here's the ult. Grants Gravekeeper effect while allied champions, which lasts 7 seconds. During it, When an allied champion takes an enemy champion's ultimate attack, the attacker's damage dealt will be reduced by 8 seconds. So basically, every time Male Water and Sun pulses, the damage dealt. So listen to this. An enemy champion's ultimate attack, the attacker's damage dealt will be reduced by 8. So if they hit the entire enemy team, this effect has a 1-second trigger interval to the same target. So if it hits the whole team, that's 5 times 8. That's 40% damage dealt decreased. And it can stack up to 10. So that's a total of 80%. So by the second pulse of Male Water and Sun, technically with this ult, Male Water and Sun should have 80% less damage dealt. That's how I'm rating it. Meanwhile, the Gravekeeper effect allows all allied champions to deduct 60 more energy when deducted. That's why I was going to have her in an energy deduction group, just because every time that she or somebody else reduces the energy, it would increase by 60. So female Gold Tongue would go really well. Male Yivnian, female Soul Keeper would go really well too. So this champ is just so strong. And so proper traits for female Almat, there's actually a few that could go really well. Like, honestly, I'd want her to be, yeah, sorry, Mel Bloom, I'm moving you out of here. And it gives me a tank on the team. I think by having no Mel Bloom, it's not going to really hurt me too much. Also, female Lionstone's going to use her active where she adds fortitude and protects some or takes some of their damage to either the female Amat, female Selphos, male Water and Sun. Like, it's going to be really helpful whenever she does use that. So I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, I think that this is how I'll do it. I like having a female Amat in that P1 position too. Yeah, see a Mel Bloom. So that makes Mel Bloom without a home right now. That's just kind of how I approach my teams. And there's different gemstones and gear and how well they're kind of being taken care of right now. So I think that looks pretty good. I'd really like to test that team out. And then here's the best part. You have female Selphos' strength increase, and you have female Lionstone's strength increase. So both of those help female Almat. They both help male Corbett. They both help. Okay, let's see if maybe we could take on. Who were we fighting? Pamyar earlier. Let's see if we can maybe take out Pamyar with this group. It's a fun team. I think that this perfect. Ready to battle. And so we take this one out. Pamyar's weakness, I think, is male Askavarg, by the way. Here we go. Let's try. Male Askavarg and female Selphos. When they go off in the male Water and Sun, like, Pamyar has a hard time. I think that's what I figured out. Okay, so here goes my team. Okay, my male Water and Sun's already completely charged up. My whole team's charged up and ready to ult. They're getting the ults off first though, so this could be a little lopsided. Yep, my whole team got destroyed because the female. Oh, what the? How did we win? I guess it came down to Lionstone ults with male Water and Sun. Okay, that's how random that can be. So with this team too, I might put a Pure Heart back on my Lionstone just so she can potentially go off before the male Bolko kind of thing. Ooh, take 5 books. Don't mind if I do. All right, and let's see if there's anything else we can do for a good one here. Let's see if we can get a little, because Valley, if you'll recall, purple kind of took over the lead. Some really great players in this Valley. Everyone's been real cool playing the game. There's just a few mooches. I told you about Wolfgang. That's a bummer that player's just a piece of crap. Oh, whoa. Looks like my team might have fended off somebody. Ooh, let's see. You can check that out with the battle log. I defeated Durian at G3. See, again, I wish I had the um, something not like a replay, but we can look kind of where he probably came from his main base since they don't have any gates. So I'm going to look back over here at their fountain, and I'm going to go view, and I'm going to check out Durian because he probably got knocked back. There he is. So he attacked me, with the Meltwater and Sun group. Sunbolt. Durian's a great player too, so I think that's Durian's primary team, and my squad was able to defeat it. About equal in their might. 152 million on my side to 152 is a perfectly even match. And look, he killed my whole team other than my Malakuna. And we saw that earlier, how awesome Malakuna lasted. And because of that, I might leave the honorable on him because he just got a great victory when I didn't think he was going to. So, yellow just took this gate. That takes away the fun I had planned. Oh, sorry, there's Durian's main team right there. He's got 2 Meltwater and Sons. So my secondary team took his secondary team barely. And his main team could probably wipe the floor. Look at all that. That's a sick team right there. Malakuna, all the greats are in that team. And look, looks like he wanted to finish that up, so came through and got it. Oh, look, maybe he's going to attack my female Almat team right here. Check it out. Come on, Durian, do it. Oh, this is... Wow, he's got 3 teams that are all pretty high level. That's crazy. I don't think he'll attack this team, though. Even though, look, it's very deceiving. 158 million. Oh, this team is so good. And I think I like it more with the female Silken Crown, too. Oh, wait. We put Lionstone in there instead of female Silken Crown in the other one. Maybe I do, but female Silken Crown has a lot more CC. She triggers Meltwater and Sun more. That's a tough decision to be made. Let's scope it out real quick. All right, so there's the team I'm eventually trying to get to right there with the Phoenix and the female monkey. She does very well for that team. But the team that I have right now, I have the female Lionstone in for the Silken Crown. So here's the thing. We have female Selphos who does a strength boost. So female Silken Crown, just to kind of pull people in to the female Almat. Yeah, I think maybe we'll go that route. I like the female Lionstone. That is a potential later. It'd be easier for her to hold buffs and to start the combat a little quicker. But female Silken does a really good job here. Something like this. Because honestly, through the healing and everything, I don't think we really need a tank. And female Silken has a bunch of CC. She reduces enemies' attack rates and movement speed. And so, this is a tough one. Thing about the female Lionstone, though, is she protects a weaker member. And she... Okay, let's do female Lionstone, actually. And I'll work on traits and present this team again whenever I feel it's ready. Something like that. And you know what happens here? The female Selphos, her auto attacks hit the enemy P1 position where my female Almat's attacking. So it does that enfeebling on them right there. One thing we don't have in this group is a way to reduce the enemy's healing. So I might have to put that on. Like, imagine the Akuna clan trait put onto the male Corbett. Because he uses his normal attack when he does his active, so he hits everybody once. Well, if he procs that anti-healing, they basically won't get healing for 3 seconds. That could be pretty nice with just the male water and sun pulsing. So that's a potential I might end up doing. Let me save this roster for now. Sorry, female Silken Crown, you're staying off the team for now. Male Bloom is also pretty good in my timeout team. Instead of Male Lume, then I can move Male Lume to one of my primary teams. And I need to get him fixed, honestly. Right now, Male Lume is not level 700 because I'm trying to level up the Lume Companion to get level 22 Sanguine. And then I want to level my Male Lume so he gets that level 22 Sanguine when I ascend him. So that's where we're at there. And really, I might even be able to build a whole nother team that's got the Male Lume as a healer. Because, see, I've already kind of got the start to a team down here. But let's replace him with Male Lume. And Male Lume, just great for heals. Really good when you have, like, let me show you this right here. I don't have Male Ho in a group. Male Ho goes really well with her. And if I had one more healer, sorry, Silken Strand, I keep taking you out. But if I had something more like this, and then with a tank, that could be a really solid group as well. Or instead of a tank, if I had the right gear, here's who I would use, is Scarlet. She's my poorest equipped. That would be a pretty sick group right there. So, kind of got them in. Yeah. Anyhow, I want to do some more tests on this team. I'll get some more footage and get them tested out. Remember, my eventual teams are down here, starting with roster 7. I really like the monkey because she amplifies a lot of people's damage. And Phoenix and Male Water and Sun are probably 2 of the highest damage dealers in the whole game. Female Almat is up there. And so with the monkey amplifying damage and kind of confusing the enemy, I won't use her as a damage dealer. I'll simply use her as a debuffer, like a utility. And with all of her decoys and everything, and remember, her passive is she gets 3 decoys and she gets 15 seconds total, each 5 seconds, where she is immune and she can survive longer. So that gives her enough time to survive for Male Water and Sun Pulse. It allows her to survive for maybe one of the enemies to get, or female Almat to ult. And so I think that that's going to be a really strong group. And then don't forget, with the female monkey, her decoys use her active skill, which she puts that on multiple people while Male Water and Sun is pulsing, or when the ult is going off for Phoenix, then that's almost a guaranteed kill if the monkey had all level 15 skills. So it's going to be a really sick group. And then you saw my other monkey group, which is my Assassinate group. Right now, I think I have this same team up here, but yeah, I just have the male Soul Reaper because he's got like 80 vigor, so that allows him to get in there. Actually, I also have Mel Corbett in there. Well, right now I have Mel Segarak because I like Mel Corbett on this team up here with the Almat. But look down here, it does change significantly whenever I look at these teams. I really want the monkey there. Look, I still keep them with female Almat, and I take away the Corbett, which is okay. We don't really need that. We need more of the Corbett for that P4 Assassinate group, so it adds crit and damage to the whole team, especially with Romulus doing all that damage. And then our roster 8 with the male Lume is more his active removes the Bulko debuff, and then everyone's able to ult earlier, and that includes the male Soulkeeper and the female Lionstone. So that could be a potentially cool group. And then the really fast speed group is right below it. And then we have our timeout group here. And this is a little better representation because it's got the how I would have it set up with a healer. And then below that, I have my crowd control group, with the only healer now being the male Akuna, which I think will work out okay if done correctly. So that'll be my final teams there, but you got to work with what you have. It takes a little while to build the monkeys, and so once we get there, we'll do well. And again, I'm working with the champs I have. A lot of you might have Sunbolt. You might have a leveled up Scarlet that you're using, which I love Scarlet, but I needed Ashmane for my timeout team, which let me give you a little shot of my timeout team real quick, and I'll talk about it in the next Knowmish School of Strategy. My timeout team is right here. So, male Esterier and male Choir, whenever they die, they can be resurrected again, and they resurrect each other all the dang time. Like, for instance, when male Choir is already dead, male Esterier, in fact, it should kind of be more like this, because you want your male Choir to die first, and then when he dies, male Esterier, when he dies, he'll resurrect the male Choir with a bunch of health, and then male Esterier will just resurrect after a little bit of time. So, and then remember, there's Last Wish on my Ashmane, and I have Last Wish on my female Galabar. So anytime male Ascarir or male Choir dies, they get more energy. And we want that with female Galabar because that keeps her in her ultimate phase, which we really want, because that's when people get healed. I don't know if people are supposed to also be healed when she's not in her ultimate, but as it stands, she has to be in her ultimate for people to get healed. And so, yeah, super fun group. The male Esterier also protects my male Bloom with his immunity, so that allows me to just kind of, honestly, I'm going to just build male Bloom as utility and surviving. Like, this whole team, I'm going to make them all just be survivors. I'm going to give more energy to the people that need it. That's a female Galabar. I'm going to put Dutiful on male Choir and male Esterier, so anytime they die, the whole team's getting more energy. I'll probably also put Self-Sacrificing on them, so anytime they die, the whole team gets 21% damage reduction for 6 seconds, which, that's fantastic. That just lets them live a little bit longer. I do need some more, maybe, crowd control in this group, so I don't know if the male Bloom's going to do it, but he lasts a long time due to his passive. It blocks a skill every once in a while, and he's always in the back line, so he's kind of adding a little bit of just chaos to the mix, and it works pretty well. So, yeah, that's my timeout team. Once I get them of appropriate level, I think that, because the male Escarir is still level 480, so he's very far behind. Male Choir is 560, so they need some love. And then also I can put more defensive and survival stats on all of them once I figure out the final team. Yeah, so that's what we got. We'll be practicing some of these over this coming week. Hopefully I can get the monkeys leveled up. I don't have the companion yet, but I'm trying to. I would love to get the monkeys leveled up, both of them, to 700, because as you could see, two of my 4 main teams, two of my 5 main teams have the monkeys in them, and so I kind of need them leveled up. Also, gonna get that female Almont leveled up finally. I had a detour because I had to do the the Björnkrieger clan male, and that deterred me because I used a lot of fodder to get him up there. And now it's time to get that female Alma. She's only also got 17 vigor. Did you see how well she was doing against way stronger enemies? When she's level 700 with like 30 vigor on her, she's going to be amazing. I don't know why people have overlooked her, but I think she might be one of my always with male water and sun champs, because her and female Selphos, like I mentioned, keep male water and sun topped off nicely. And so sometimes that's all you really need. Also, the female monkey goes to the enemy back row. Remember, she uses her ult, which amplifies people's damage. Really nice. Really, really nice. And I also need to get an impair on this group somewhere. Maybe put it on the female Selphos or something. Maybe Phoenix. I don't know. Maybe on the monkey even, because she's always hitting, her illusions and decoys are hitting so many enemies, and she's casting the immobilize. And it would stack with her ult. Like, let's look at that real quick. I presented the monkey in my most recent video with the Shun clan, but let's look real quick. So there's when she gets low, but it creates 2 decoys. They last 15 seconds. They all have the skills and everything. Afterwards, so after she spawns them, all 3 of them charge at a random enemy target, dealing damage equal to strength, which I don't care about, which is nice, especially since it's all 3 of them. And increasing the target's damage taken by 35% for 4 seconds. That's what I like, because the effect can stack. So it's a random enemy. If her and her 2 decoys all do the ult towards one enemy, that's 105% extra damage taken. Now, if you have impair, which I think adds up to like 25%, that is so much extra damage taken. That enemy would die. Now think about when you're fighting a boss. The boss gets the whole thing. So all the decoys come out. They all hit the boss. The boss is now taking 105% more damage. That's pretty awesome. I got to do some testing on that. I didn't put that in my video, but that's something that would be important. And then not to mention immobilize. That would put impaired on people when she casts immobilize on them. And if they have a layer of impaired on them, they take like 8% more damage. So as soon as this immobilized shadow pin goes away and they take the 60% of the total damage received, that would include the damage that was added from being multiplied with the impair. So yeah, she has potential to do really well. Yeah, what a cool champ. She is so fun. Well, everybody, that's the Knowmish School of Strategy, Episode 7. Hopefully you learned a couple things about team building. Everybody needs to build teams based off the champions you have that are in the best position to. Like, I have a bunch of 700s, yes, but look, I also have a whole bunch of 700s I didn't use, or some that are 14-star. Like, look at this female Kavak. They haven't fixed her, so I can't really use her right now. Female Bloom, she's tucked away. Female Lume would be someone nice to be able to use. Yeah, there's just a lot of champs that are sitting on the back burner because they have something wrong with them, or they're just not feasible for like current groups to be able to break through the enemy. So anyhow, yeah, if you like this video, if you like learning more about Bloodline Heroes of Lithas, give this a like, give it a subscribe so you could see when I pump out these new videos. And there's a bell notification, so if you want to be notified, if that's what you do. If you like to be ruled by this game, then you can go ahead and do that. Else, feel free to post in the comments, ask questions. Let's talk strategy. Let's talk champions that pair well together. Let's talk about groups that form. Like today, we heavily accented the female Alma with male Water and Sun. great combination, honestly. Like, they kind of go hand in hand. They were released in the same kind of time period as well. So, yeah. Anyhow, we'll talk more about this. Post in the comments, and I'll see you sometime in the next episode.